So what's going on, people? Got some gameplay from locals here with my good buddy Edgar. He's playing 4 Great Dragons on the left, really fun deck for the EX3 format, and I'm bringing back everyone's most hated deck from last format. We're playing Crossheart, of course, with the one Cross 4 and the one Sunrise Buster. So we're going to start off pretty solid with Spearmon plus Shout, searching the Taiki. Definitely a pretty ideal opening. You want to get him on board pretty quickly so that you can start using your saved materials as cross materials. And then our opponent is going to start off with the Agumon plus Gatomon digivolving in the back. Now the thing about the 4 Great Dragon deck is that it is obviously more of a casual and roguish deck. Definitely has a lot of cool plays though. It has a lot of high impact level 6s that you can drop, and the fact that you can drop them for free, they can gain things like rush and blocker, is really cool. If he sets up a big blocker early enough, I probably won't be able to out it, because I am of course only playing 1 copy of Sunrise, but I am actually teching in some Wyvern's Breath as well, so unless I draw those, won't really be able to out any big stacks. We are going to just play Zenjiro for a cost of 3, playing the Ballistamon out and not swinging with anything yet, because I do want to save those and put them under a tamer. So we are going to digivolve Aero Vidramon for a cost of 3. It does let you play a Trial of the 4 Great Dragons, the delay option cards. That's kind of what this deck is centered around. Unless you play it out for free. Our buddy did not have one, unfortunately, and then when you do have that card in play, I believe it gains blocker, and then its inherited gives like 4 Great Dragons blocker, something like that. The cards will be on screen, but anyways, we are going to swing with the Spearmon for 5k, drawing a card off the Starmons, saving underneath Zenjiro, and you know the drill. This is basically a rookie / champion rush deck. Shoutmon's going to swing, and then Ballistamon is going to stay up to potentially block. Taiki is going to come down for a cost of 3, unfortunately grabbing, we're revealing triple Akari, so that's really unfortunate. We're going to grab one of them and then grab the Starmons, bottom decking the other 2, and then we are setting up quite nicely here for the potential cross 5 play, and then we are going to pass it over to our opponent. Godflame is going to come down for a cost of 5. I think it negs 6,000, and then you get to grab back a card with 4 Great Dragons in the traits from your trash. So pretty cool stuff, being able to out the Ballistamon and then grabbing back the Goldramon to potentially use in a later turn. I'm just going to start off by bringing out my buddy Starmons here. Definitely gonna want to swing with that to get the +1 off of the Pikmons. There's not really a reason to not do that. But we are actually going to just go ahead and go cross 5 using the 4 materials from field and then the Darulumon from the hand, getting all 5, organizing them for a Digicross. You know the drill, playing the cross 5 for a cost of 0, drawing 1 off of the Starmons inherited effect, checking 2 cards using the Starmons to then swing, checking the last card, saving it of course, and we are sitting at 4 memory here. Could definitely close out the game if we've got another big Shoutmon here. I do think we've got the Kraus 5 in hand, and it's just a matter of calculating, well, do you have enough memory, and do you have the Shoutmon to be able to give it rush? And I do believe I've got both. So we are actually just going to see the Taiki played for a cost of 3 first, revealing the Shoutmon and Spearmons there, sealing the deal here, grabbing the Shoutmon amongst those, and then putting the Spearmon underneath. And then now, since we've got another Taiki, we can use the materials underneath the freshly placed Taiki. Spearmon, Star, Ballista, and Shout for a cost of 2. Zenjiro gaining back the memory, and then just closing out the game there. So really strong start for the match, closing out the game 1 with 1-0 for Crossheart. 4 Dragons is going to start with the Agumon plus TK. TK I like a lot just because it lets you get the pieces you need. If you need the option card, that can potentially be into your security as well. We saw the Godflame in there, so that's going to be a little bit unfortunate for me later. But regardless, Taiki is going to come down for a cost of 3, bottom decking the 1 Sunrise Buster. No, come back to my hand, please. I need that card back at 4, man. That card is just so good. And then we're just going to Digivolve Sparrow and then play the tie, putting our opponent to 3. Definitely don't want to be memory choked if we have the opportunity to avoid that. So Patamon, aka the heaviest rotted card in the game, is going to come down, revealing 4. Guys, the card will be on screen, but if you want to know this card's full effect, I think it searches like every angel card and like Cherub and Justice and some other like archetypes that don't have angel in the name because of translation issues, but they didn't put all those cards on the actual Patamon. But I digress. Regardless, we're going to play that for a cost of 3. And then the hand looking a little bit awkward here. We see in the Zulong, we see that one yellow option card whose name I will not attempt to pronounce. And then Agumon is just going to go ahead and swing, passing it over to me. And we're going to go ahead and start probably by just bringing out Sparrow and go ahead and swinging. I love this cross-art engine, just being able to draw a card off of the Evo and then draw a card off the Pikmin. It's so nice for consistency purposes. And then we are going to hit the Godflame, so neg 6k onto the Sparrowmon, so even though it was at 5k, we are definitely going to still be deleted. Fireball killing the Patamon, and then Shoutmon being played for the revealing 3, grabbing the Akari plus one of the Cross-Art rookies here. Actually going to grab the Starmons since we've got the Shout in play already, and I'm just going to evolve it over next turn, so don't really care about the on-play effect of the Shoutmon there. And our Gatomon is going to be played, revealing the top 4, and it's, I think, similar to the Patamon, but it grabs like Fallen Angel maybe, and Angel whatever, gonna grab the Angelmon and then grab the Trial of the 4 Great Dragons, played for a cost of 4, setting up for the following turn. Just need to be able to get the right pieces. Shoutmon is going to swing, dying to the Vidramon there, and security putting underneath our Tamer here. And we've got 4 of our pieces already in play. It's probably just going to be another turn before we can go into a Digi-Cross. We're going to play Zenjiro, playing the Ballistamon out and then gaining the memory back, going on up to 1 so that we can part our opponent to 3 exactly with the copy of Taikari, guaranteeing ourselves the +1, and then if he does attack my security, we will go to 5 basically at the start of the turn because of the Taikari. So we're going to see the Arrow Vidramon Digivolving for 3, being able to play a Trial of the 4 Great Dragons for free. Of course, not being able to utilize the delay effect this turn. Again, the deck is just like too slow, man. Like, it's such a cool concept, but there's just so many things holding it back. It's too fair of a deck. Like, they had to make sure like a Trial wouldn't get abused. Like, oh, the Digimon's lead at the end of the turn, it can't evolve into level 7, and then you can't, of course, use the delay effect when like the thing is played. So a little bit too fair, but we're just going to go ahead and Digivolve into the Goldramon. I believe he costs 3, so we're going to go ahead and Digivolving him, and then we are going to have the Goldramon for the potential swing next turn, negging 6,000, and then he's also got the crazy effect of being able to like trash to security if you've got the right setup. That usually doesn't happen, fortunately for us. We are just going to bring out the Starmons and just Wyvern's Breath. I do believe it was a blocker because we had the Arrow Vidramon inherited, so I am actually just going to go ahead and kill it. I'm not too worried about like, you know, my opponent gaining too much memory off that. Since we were at 4, I can just pass back opponent to 4, and then he's got nothing in the breeding area. He will be able to use the Trial this turn, but that's okay. You know, I'm familiar with all the cards, so Magidramon, not a big deal, pop something. Holy Dramon or Magnadramon could be the biggest issue if that comes down. That'll be really annoying to deal with, but fortunately it's just going to be a Zulong. So we are going to draw 2 and then gain 2 memory if it is played off of the effect of Trial of the 4 Great Dragons. So really good in giving you the resources you needed, like getting you those extra draws, getting you some extra memory as well. So you can do a lot with that. Definitely a strong start now that we're up to 6. Zulong unfortunately cannot attack though because of the, I think it's the Gatomon inherited, and there's another one that gives your 4 Great Dragon Digimon Rush. So we're basically just an 11,000 body. We're going to play that card, whose name will be on screen. Since we are at 3, security exactly can trigger both effects, being able to bottom deck something and neg something by 12,000. So we are, or, sorry, not bottom deck, putting on security stack. So Ballistamon's going to go to security, and Starmon's is going to be negged, good, putting me on up to 4. He's definitely playing around the Taikari, not giving me 3 or fewer security. And I'm just going to chill in the back with the Sparamon, Digivolve that, and our opponent's got the Zulong on field, of course, which will be deleted at the end of this turn via the effect of the Trial of the 4 Great Dragons. And we're just thinking here, calculating to see what kind of damage we can do with a big Digicross. So we are going to go ahead and play the Cross 5, using the Taiki effect to fuse the Shoutmon, Sparamon, Starmons from under the Tamers, and just those 3. So we're just going to play that Cross 5 for a cost of 6, gaining back the 1 memory off the Zendro, since our opponent was generous enough to give us a little bit of memory. And they're going to swing into security for just 2 checks, negging security by 2,000. Unfortunately, didn't have the 4th material to be able to use the tie as well to get the extra security check, but that's okay. I think we're still in a good position. Got the reboot blocker for the next turn as well. And then we're just going to probably pass the turn with like another Tamer, play Shoutmon or something. Just going to play Crimson Blaze actually to floodgate my opponent out of utilizing any of the effects to play Digimon next turn. So we are going to be able to play a copy of Trial of the 4 Great Dragons, which I don't think Crimson Blaze stops option cards. I'll actually have to check on that. I do believe it's just it can't play Digimon. Yeah, it can't play Digimon by effects until then in the next turn, but it doesn't stop him from using Trial to play those Digimon, so that's really nice. I had to flex the Volcanic Altar right there. But anyways, our opponent is going to just play the Gato, play the Anjumon, drawing off of the Evo, and then nothing after that, putting me to effectively 4. I'm going to go ahead and start my turn with 3 from the tie, and then a +1 from the Taikari. Definitely have more than enough for game now. We're just going to swing Sparamon into security, and then swing Cross 5 for the game. So guys, that's going to be the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Cross Art's still really solid for this format. I honestly think it's a really solid, like, tier 1.5-ish deck. Like, you could definitely do decent with that, I think, at a locals or even a regional level. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.